It was a little bit, yes, but no. So, we'll go through the presentation, and there are also some definitions and some interesting data, and afterwards I think you will have a better understanding what social media is. Okay? Well, let's continue. And I have one or two slides here I want to show you before we start talking about it, because these figures I think are really important. And as soon as I give you some figures about the internet, they are already old, because the figures are changing so fast. They're growing very fast, and as soon as you get your hands on it, they're already very old. But what does this represent? You see this world map, and you see some dots in here, but I don't know if you people from the back can actually see it, what it's saying here, and what does it show? It's a statistics about active internet users in the age between 16 and 54, and it's measured in millions. So if we see here, for example, the USA, we have 96.3 million active internet users, and these are some figures I believe from beginning of 2010, and end of 2009, something like that. I'm not really sure, but they are some 6 months old today. Okay, and you can see, for example, you have in China, you have some 160 million people, and look at Europe. You have a lot of countries, a lot of bubbles here, but they are like 14, 15, 28 in Britain. And I have magnified some of these figures here, so you can see better. 96 million, as I said, USA, Canada, 40 million. In Europe, Austria, 1.4 million active internet users. In Germany, you have 23 million active internet users. And what I think is really interesting here, not the bubbles, big ones you can see, but the bubbles you actually cannot see. For example, look at Africa. You have South Africa, you have some 38 million active users, which is the most developed part in Africa. Look at all these parts. You have here, Brazil, 3 million, but look here, by this data, people are not having, in Africa, there are no active internet users. At least not so many that you could see in this statistic here. So, if you look at this, these parts of the world, some people would call them less free or less democratic parts of the world. So there's always this question: is there a connection between freedom of speech, and access to the internet? Is the internet helping people to express the freedom or to get information?